comes with playing on PC is the ability to customize the visuals. Every console comes with the same hardware, though now that's starting to change. That means that every game looks and plays the same on every console. On PC, however, you have a huge range of different PCs with different parts and different abilities. Not every PC can run each game on max settings at 144 frames per second. So the graphics options let you fine-tune the visuals till your game runs at a healthy frame rate. If you don't really care about visuals and you want to get the best performance possible, you can just downgrade the visuals of the game and it'll start running a lot better. This also means that people who put down a lot of money on a PC can have their PC last because future games, they can just tune down the visuals and then they can run them perfectly fine. You can't do that on a console. Every now and then you do have to get a new console because the previous generation simply can't run new games, and there's no graphics options to allow them to. Now here is a cool thing about consoles. They're most definitely inferior gaming machines, but they are benefiting PC in better, and you still get that beautiful presentation. It's a win-win for console gamers and PC gamers. Imagine if consoles let you have this level of personalization. For Battlefield, I find that ambient occlusion makes the game look really murky and muddy. So by disabling it, I find that the game looks much prettier, and because it's disabled, I get an increased FPS. Or with Destiny 2 on PC, I think that the motion blur and light shafts can be really distracting in-game and make it harder to see. So when I disable them, the game runs better, looks cleaner, and in my opinion, still looks beautiful, if not more so, because some of the distracting things have been disabled. Here's where I guess we can get into some of the visual customization stuff. There's a tool I've been using a lot lately for my PC games that lets me customize even more elements of my PC games' visuals. It's called Reshape, and it comes with its own installer, which means it's no hassle to get it working for every game. Here's an example of me screwing around with it on Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 is already a beat, which makes games look really super cinematic if you really like that kind of stuff. Though in the case of motion blur, I can only recommend applying it to games that are already running at a super high frame rate, because I found personally that it tends to make the games look gross if you've got motion blur enabled and the game is running at a low frame rate. This is where Reshape can actually help boost the presentation of older games that kinda look janky by today's standards, but apply a motion blur effect and some awesome filters, and you can get an old game like Left 4 Dead 2 looking modern. With a ton of tweaking and customizations, such as adding film grain, a border to the game, and more, I ended up making the game look like actual historical footage. And this is gameplay. I didn't edit this in post, and when I hop into a multiplayer game, the game still looks like this, and that's awesome. Imagine what I could do with Halo and Reshape. Sadly, since Halo 5 is chained to the Windows Store, there's no way to install Reshape, which is just one more reason for the Windows Store to off, and to bring something fun like MCC to Steam. Halo 5 PC have been really fun when subscribers recognize me and we have little chats about what they enjoy about the game, and none of it is over voice, so I don't feel socially awkward. 343's worst kept secret currently is their plans for PC. Halo Infinite will be on PC, and the community has been yelling for so long about MCC on PC, and the way that El Dorito completely shook up the community, I'm sure 343 has plans there as well. I love my PC, and I love Halo, and I'd love for the ability to ditch my Xbox and play Halo in the most comfortable way I can. With a high field of view, a controller of my choice, or mouse and keyboard, and I'd love for others to have that ability as well. I know a lot of people ask me if it will hurt Xbox sales, and to be honest, I don't really care. Because as a Halo fan, I'm more interested in Halo being able to please as many gamers as possible and be the best it can, and expanding to PC is a fantastic way for it to do so. This video may have been shorter and less focused, but it means